If this one would talk to you, what would she say?
What would she say? I think she would be very proud of me. I am proud of me.
Anna Leichter began her charge through life in Békéscsaba in a corner of southeastern Hungary, the only daughter amongst the 4 children of Lazar and Hermia.
In my eyes, it was a big town, big city.
Anna's mother was one of 7 sisters living in Békéscsaba, meaning Anna was always surrounded by cousins and uncles and aunts.
And we were very, very family-oriented. Every Friday night, all the sisters got together and visited at one of the sisters. I will show you on a picture which one. And it was a big, big talking about all what happened all that week. But every Friday night, that was a must. They all got together.
She has such tremendous willpower. I think I inherited that from her. She just will not ever rest. When somebody says you cannot do it, there is no such thing with her.
One Saturday afternoon, girls and boys were not supposed to meet. But we broke the rule.
Sitting boy, girl, the group played charades in the park. Unfortunately, the very park Anna's mother happened to be walking by. Anna and her brother were caught and ordered home.
By the time we arrived home, I have to show you and demonstrate what happened. Do you mind if I get up and show? My mother was telling my father, guess what happened? Those kids, imagine, just like this, imagine, and walking up and down. Imagine, Lajos, they were sitting on a bench. That was terrible. And I am telling you this to my children, and they can't believe that such a thing can happen. My mother was very, how shall I say, ambitious. My father was not capable as much as she was because he was a sick man.
Her parents, with the help of Anna's 2 older brothers, ran a textile business out of the same building that housed their apartment. The Leichters and their shop were warmly received in the community. But underneath the smiles, a snarl was slowly emerging.
They were saying, if Hitler will occupy Hungary, don't you worry. That is going to be not such a good life. And naturally, we were threatened very much. And then it came the boxcar. And we had to be inside, had to get up inside. My mother, my sister-in-law, my 2-year-old little niece, my father, none of my brothers were there, luckily. They went to work camp. And all of my aunts, I don't remember all the others, but right now I can only tell you that all the family together was 83 of us in one wagon. I was just telling my kid this afternoon, I remember my father was standing at that little window and looking out as the train was going. Oh, he was looking out and he was saying, whoever is going to survive this, going to be a good life. the arrival to Auschwitz. It was a total chaos. Everybody was going down, everybody was looking for their husband or their children. Somehow we got off, my mother and I. We got off, and my mother had a little basket. The basket was an oval shape with two handles. And one handle was in her hand and the other handle in mine. And she all of a sudden remembered that I had a coat that was very elegant way back then. And she says, "Where did you go? Where is your coat? Where is your coat? You couldn't remember to get the coat, at least you." She was so aggravated with that coat. And as she was holding one handle, and I was holding the other. And she was making sure that she was sort of a Rahmunes, a black scarf on her head. And we arrived to Mengele. And I hear my mother saying, "My Tochter." And then Mengele was signaling that I would go one side and for her to the other side. But the last word, she said, "My Tochter," that's German for my daughter. That was the last time I saw her. Finally they came and took us to a place where they were cleaning us. This was a heaven. They put me back on a big table. 2 or 3 women in white clothing, soap and water, and they scrubbed me and scrubbed me. And I felt like I am in heaven. I was in heaven.
Returning from the war, returning from hell, Anna reunited with her 2 remaining brothers, and together